Hello, 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 peeps. Stun Wonder here. Um, I've been asked if I can help out with some ability bar issues. With all these new changes, a lot of people are confused. They're seeing empty spaces in their ability bar. It looks all messed up, and it seems, and it's frustrating for a lot of people, and understandably. So I'm just going to show you quickly. I'll do it step by step, slowly. Just pause as we go, just so you can do each step properly if you need to. So first, what I'm going to do is, what I want you to do is I want you to actually select the loadout in your bank of the equipment that you want to wear. So it'll select the combat style in this case. So I'm going to select range. So now that you notice that I selected the two-handed range, my ability bar is empty in this case, and I'm all set up. This would be my loadout, my preset loadout. So now at this point, I want an ability bar, something that's going to work functionally and work well. So Runescape actually was working with PVME to actually auto-tune their ability bars so that they work in sequence properly, from what I understand. So what we're going to do is now we want a bar. So the simplest way to do this is to right-click on the cog here in your ability bar, and you're going to select Auto Setup Action Bar. So right-click cog, Auto Setup Action Bar. Now from this point you actually have your options. You have your option to choose a manual ability bar where you're going to spam the keys with your fingers, or you're going to have the revolutionary bars where the revolution you can select single target or you can select multi-target. Multi-target obviously would be good for a slayer if you're doing any clusters of mobs or what have you. Single target is actually really good for doing like mini bosses or bosses or what have you, or anything major. I typically stick with revolution single target. So as you notice, it actually put down the bar for you. It created it all based on the weapon and the gear that you have on. So now at this point, my revolution bar is exceeding, so it's revolution plus in this case. Now you have the option, like for me, this is preset by me. Like you can go revolution plus 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 and extend the revolution further and actually add other abilities in here if you wanted. But in this case, I'm kind of a little OCD. I'm just going to trim this up and bring this back. So how you actually bring the revolution bar either bigger or smaller is, again, we're going to go ahead and click on the action bar setting gear. Just click on it, left click, and you're going to select combat mode. Now in the combat mode section, you're going to notice that there's revolution combat, revolution size. Now this is where you can go bring it up or bring it down. And in this case, I'm bringing it down. So it's nice and neatly tucked in. Now the other question that I was asked was, how do I get it so that when I load my gear, that it automatically selects the bar for me instead of me having to go here and try to search for the bar. Easy to do. So what we're going to do is we're going to set this. So in this case, we're going to, now that we have this bar set up, we're going to dump everything into the bank just for the display purposes. And we're going to change this bar for now. We know that the number 13 bar is the bar that we're actually going to be using. But what I want it to do is I want it to load out that bar. So like when I come in here and I try to load my bar right now, my loadout right now for range, it doesn't do anything. It doesn't switch my bar. So what we're going to do is we're going to fix that. Again, what we're going to do is we're going to left click on the cog. When you open up the cog, you're going to see action bar binding underneath the action bar that's highlighted. You're going to select on that and you're going to move down. So in setup 1 is what we're going to use. So I use the two-handed bow. So we're going to set this to say the weapon style we're going to use is range two-hand. In this case, we want it to be the main action bar, and then we want the preset bar to be, remember, number 13, because that's what we made. Once that's all done, you can go ahead and close that all out. So now at this point, it's got a magic bar preset there. You're going to go into your bank. You're going to use your loadout, and voila. It is going to load your range, it's going to load your ability bar, and it's going to have you presets. So I hope this helped you out. If you need any more help, just let me know. I'll do a quick little clip like this again. Thanks for watching. Stun Wonder out.